What's up, everybody? It's Robert Trolling in Paradise. Got a very special guest today, my mother. We're actually going to be reviewing this new album together. I needed my mom's help with this review. This is going to be the new Dolly Parton album, Rockstar. This came out yesterday, November 17th, on Firefly Records. And obviously, Dolly Parton, she is the legendary country singer herself. She is obviously known for 9 to 5, Jolene, I Will Always Love You, which was covered by Whitney Houston for The Bodyguard, and Islands in the Stream with Kenny Rogers, and yeah, pretty much what she's known for. She was also an actress. She was in a film called 9 to 5, which obviously inspired the song, and Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, which came out in two years after, in 1982, which had Burt Reynolds, who you may know from Smokey and the Bandit. And Rockstar is Dolly Parton's 49th studio album. This follows up Run, Rose, Run, which came out last year, 2022. And she released a Christmas album back in 2020, which she actually, during the screening that we went to a few nights ago, she actually featured a song from that Christmas album that she did on a live stream, followed by an older song, 9 to 5. I was really expecting to hear the full record front to back of that one, especially since I was looking forward to one of the songs, which is what I'm going to go over real quick during this track listing mention. But we only got a few, and some of the cover, I already listened to a few of the covers, and I already know right off the bat, this is kind of a train wreck. Yeah. But anyway, time for the track listing. Opens with the title track. It has the old Bon Jovi guitarist Richie Sambora in it. He just ruins it with the talk box, man. Yeah.
Yeah, although he might be the only good thing about that song. It's overall the whole song.
Garbage. Yeah.
Yep.
Red headphones. Dogs. So yeah, a little Brad Taste of music there. If he reacted to this, he would do like red headphones for a lot of the covers, and which is like thunk. Dog shit! That's her sound, yeah?
Yep.
And next is the lead-off single, World on Fire, which she debuted at the ACMs back in May. And obviously, she debuted this one on the ACM in May of this year, the Academy of Country Music Awards in Nashville, Tennessee. That's where it's held every year.
Yeah, there's a terrific song. I thought that was probably the strongest song of the movie premiere night.
The beat on that one reminds me of Shania Twain a little bit. One of her older songs off her second album. You know, the one has the one I do with Mariah so much. You gotta shake, make the earthquake. That one, yeah. That's the part toward the end of that song, yeah. Oh boy, now the cringe really starts. First cover, It's Up Every Breath You Take, featuring Sting. Sting doesn't even get a chance until the middle section there.
It's very heavy, Dolly.
Yeah. And Open Arms. God, this is worse than Mariah Carey's cover.
Absolutely. Weak.
Garbage. Another red headphones. Yeah. And Magic Man actually was really good. This one has Ann Wilson of Heart. Ann was on the last Disturbed album that came out last year on a song called Don't Tell Me. And Ann sounds really good on there. I saw her younger sister last year opening for Styx, and they brought in, and Nancy had her own little backup band playing some of her sister's music, yeah, and they had somebody else in there handling the Ann's parts in there, which that person sounded a bit like Whitney Houston a little bit, yeah,
yeah,
and but yeah, that cover of Magic Man's actually really good.
I think the upbeat songs on the album are way stronger than some of the ballads on the album.
Next, As Long As I Can See the Light, originally done by CCR. Last song on Cosmos Factory. This one has John from CCR helping out. And John sounds really fucking good on that one. For the guy being in his late 70s, but he still sounds great. Huh?
Yep.
And As Long As I Can See the Light is really good. Huh? Next, oh man, my favorite, Either Or with Kid Rock. Kid Rock absolutely crushed it singing alongside Dolly on there.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'll give you that. It wasn't, for Kid Rock, it wasn't bad.
I mean, and then of course, and obviously, next, probably the worst song on the record, "I Want You Back" with Steven from Aerosmith, and it has Warren Haynes from Government Mule doing a guitar solo on it. Steven sounds like shit on that one. It's super strained. Yeah.
He's not that bad. The whole song is not great, and he's got such a tiny part in it. It was a disappointment.
Well, man, when I heard that one at the movie, it flashed me back to March when I heard that new song from Avenged Sevenfold. As soon as the vocals started, I was absolutely cringing because it sounded like really thin and fucked up and everything.
Yeah. I'm an Aerosmith fan though, so I kind of like to err on the side of, supporting Steven and his work.
But that the dude fucked up his larynx recently too.
Yeah.
And it's still not healed up yet.
That is true.
And next is "What Has Rock and Roll Ever Done to You?" And so it has Stevie Nicks from Fleetwood Mac as guest vocalist. Stevie did a really good job helping out in one of the verses. And she still sounds great.
She's awesome. Can't go wrong with Stevie Nicks.
Next, this next cover there's another cover. This one doesn't have a guest on it. It's a cover of Prince's "Purple Rain." It's bad. I don't want to hear Dolly do a Prince song.
No one wants to hear Dolly do a Prince song.
Oh, my baby, I love your way, Peter Frampton. Peter comes in toward the end, though, actually. And Frampton, Frampton, he sounded real good on that ending part.
Yeah.
But the dude can barely walk now. He's had some health problems lately.
Yeah.
And next, the one with Joan Jett, "I Hate Myself for Loving You." Awesome song. That's probably the best cover in there. Too bad Joan doesn't get a part.
She was in there. I thought Joan was in there most of the song, along with the whole band did the music for it.
Yeah, and she played guitar most of the time, but Dolly was just singing the whole time.
Yeah, but that was the one that was more of a duet. Some of the other ones were covers with the original artist sort of here and there within it, but that one was more so a duet than the others on the...
Back to more cringe. Cover "Night Moves." This one has Chris Stapleton. She was supposed to get Bob Seger on board, but Bob Seger couldn't take part. He's had some health issues, some problems with his voice too. Yeah. So Chris Stapleton got called in, and it's bad. Oh God, "Wrecking Ball" with Miley Cyrus. This is the worst. Miley doesn't get a part in there. Are you freaking kidding me? What kind of godmother is she supposed to be if she's not going to let her goddaughter help out?
Yeah, I think it could have been way stronger if Miley had a part in there.
I mean, the two did do a duet together on one of Miley's albums.
Yeah.
Younger Now from 2017.
Yeah.
"I Can't Get No Satisfaction." Ugh. Bad cover. Way worse than Britney Spears' cover. This one has Pink and Brandy Carlisle, which Brandy Carlisle was on the latest Miley Cyrus record early this year on the country song "1,000 Miles," actually. Which 1,000 Miles sounded a bit like something off Coal Miner's Daughter. Which, speaking of Coal Miner's Daughter, Dolly actually did an album with Loretta Lynn a while back, alongside Lynette. And of course now, sadly, both Tammy and Loretta are gone now.
Yeah.
God, the cringe never stops. We got "Keep On Loving You" with Kevin Corrin of REO Speedwagon. Give me REO Speedwagon's version, or that's crap.
Absolutely.
Kevin, he only gets one part in the song, doesn't he? He's on the piano on that one. He's awesome.
Yeah.
Next is "Heart of Glass," Debbie Harry. It's definitely good. Debbie sounds a bit rough, though, on the recording. But she's getting old, too.
Yeah.
And "Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me," Elton John. That's my favorite Elton song. It has Elton as a guest in there. Elton gets to sing on it too, which is really good.
Yeah.
He plays piano on it too. And the first bit reminds me of when she covered that patriotic U.S. track from Lee Greenwood, "Proud to Be an American." That's the one.
Yeah.
And next is "Try to Rock and Roll Me." That's the song that was in the credits. This one has Melissa Etheridge. God almighty, the cringe returns. We gotta cover "Stairway to Heaven" with Lizzo, and it's bad. I don't know if Lizzo even got a part in there. I don't think she did.
I couldn't hear if she did.
I didn't bother listening to the rest of that one. I shut it off after the intro. I was like, garbage. Oh God, the worst. We are the champions. That's the theme for this year's the Olympics next summer in Paris. It's bad.
It's really bad.
And they're using it for the intro on July 26th for the Paris Olympics, which is even worse. Yeah.
Great song, just a horrible cover.
Give me Queen's version of that bullshit. Bygones! This one has Rob Halford of Judas Priest. Halford? He still sounds great, although he did lose his prostate to cancer, which kind of blows. That makes him more susceptible to getting this virus that's going around with COVID and everything.
I don't know about that.
But he did have cancer. He had to have his prostate removed. Yep. And Halford sounds kind of rough. I think it might have been from him having his prostate taken out. It might have roughed up his voice a little bit. Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, God. The one I've been dreading the most. My Blue Tears. Jesus Christ. This one has Simon Le Bon, and he's whiny as fuck on that one.
No. We cannot be dissing Simon Le Bon of Duran Duran.
Well, the latest Duran Duran album kind of sucked, though. There were some cringy moments in there. Yeah.
There were, but there's also some good points in that one, too.
But this cover? No. It sucks. It's garbage. Off to the bin. Yep. What's Up is next. That's Linda Perry. Linda playing guitar, helping out with backup vocals on it, and
that was weird. That was mostly Dolly. Yeah, it didn't have the power of the original song at all.
Oh man, You're No Good. That one has Emmylou Harris, who was on the last Jimmy Buffett album, on the closing song on that Jimmy Buffett album, Mozambique. And Sheryl Crow's on this one. They're both backing her up on there. Yeah. And this one, You're No Good, was first released by Betty Everett, and Linda Ronstadt covered that. That was very popular. And then Van Halen covered it on their second album, and Van Halen's cover it is absolutely cringe, isn't it?
Yeah, this one's cringy too.
It's not good. Heartbreaker's next. This one has Pat Benatar. Originally released by Pat Benatar herself back in 1979.
Can't go wrong with Pat Benatar.
And her husband, Neil, awesome guitar player. Yeah. And I like the original version. The drums started off. Yeah.
Yep.
Bittersweet. This one has Michael McDonald from the Doobie Brothers. And Michael, he sounds a bit like Bob Seger.
That's true.
Next I Dreamed About Elvis. This one has Ronnie McDowell from... He's a country singer. He had a song called The King Is Gone, which he wrote after Elvis passed away. And it had the Jordanaires, which were a gospel group that were around for a very long time, until 10 years ago when they broke up. Oh my God. Let It Be by the Beatles with Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr, and that's Mick Fleetwood of Fleetwood Mac on drums, and Peter Frampton doing a guitar solo. It sucks.
Which is surprising considering the powerhouse in that collection of musicians in that song, but yeah.
Yeah, Mick Fleetwood from Fleetwood Mac, obviously. And the last song is Freebird. It's originally done by Leonard Skinner. It has AI sort of thing being used for Ronnie Van Zant, as obviously he perished in that plane crash of 77. And it's Gary Rossington doing the guitar solo at the end, which Rossington passed away early this year, back in March. Yeah, that's it for this album. This was a long as hell album. It's not really good at all, this album. A lot of points taken off. It's 3 out of 10. It is absolute garbage. Probably the worst album of the year.
I don't know about that, but it's down at the bottom of the list for sure.
It's going to be probably D-tier for that on the tier list for sure if I were to do one of those.
Yep.
It's really cringe. This is one of the worst albums of the year.
I concur.
Dolly just really dominating over everybody in this most of the time in there.
Yeah, there wasn't much shared vocals. It definitely was not duets. It was definitely covers with the original artist having small bits. It was unfortunate.
Yeah, I'm gonna thumbs down. This album absolutely sucks. That's it for now.